back in it. We're doing it again. We're playing that silly little puzzle game. I don't know how, but sometimes the stream, like on my left monitor, is ahead of my right monitor. That's not what I want. Road to Gehenna. Put me in World 3. We were in World 3 last we had played. Okay. This mission is called BFF. We have many tools at our disposal. I see. We must activate that fan. And then this fan. But we need another fan. Perhaps we just need the same fan? Oh, hi. Wow, this really is just the first hurdle, huh? Okay. Where's this? Uh-oh, I'm in danger. Yeah, I realized I was in danger. An interesting hypothesis. So my current new theory is, what if I were to stop the bomb once it reaches the fan? So now it's like that. Now, if you're asking the age-old question, what is this doing for you? That is a good question, and a valid one to have, but I won't be accepting it. How do I get the bomb up on this side? How would I do it? Because we need to make the bomb... to my knowledge, my theory is we need to make the bomb hop over that wall. Both boxes. Right? I'm probably about to make a mistake. Yes. Yes, I did make a mistake. But that's interesting. Is there a way we can turn back the clock? Good jam, nerd. So I am certain that at the very least, this is the first step. Unfortunately, I have to do it again. Like, this feels correct. It's just if we had a way to push it over the wall, we'd be sitting pretty right now. Oh, interesting. Okay. Or maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm certainly not, because what would this fan be here for? And this ledge. It's too good. But how would I invert the momentum? Okay. Let's start with this thought, or line of thought, rather. I see. Excuse me there, sir. Okay. Obviously, we'll need more, but it's a start. And another fan. What? Oh no, I'm stuck. Yo. Hold the fucking phone. Oh. Since we're already stuck. What if I cheated? No! I failed to cheat and now I'm truly stuck. But what if we cheated? I think it'd be a slick trick. I'm worried. Because I feel like I convey a weird message. Not a bad one, but a weird one. And that message is more or less that, like, I'm just doing it for, like, achievements and shit. And it's like, I'm not just doing it for achievements. But I want to have fun, you know? That's what it's really about. I really just want to have fun. I want to enjoy the games that I have in the way that I want to enjoy them. And sometimes, you know, it's fun. Oh. Oh my god. How did I not think of this? This is revelation. Holy shit. It's going the other way. But we need the other fan. We know how to get another fan. So let's get another fan. We now understand how this works. Let's grab Jammy the Jammer. Excuse me, sir. Oh. I see. So we're gonna have to speed run this then. I forgot I need that. Fuck. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Bump, he's going the other way. Booyah. Oh god, I need the cube. Okay. We made it. Bruh. Really? Okay. Okay, I can now kind of work in peace. I've put up my traffic cones. Where's the other fan? Wow. What? I see. Wanna go for the slick trick? Untouched. Untouched. You know. What if we did a slick trick? I really want to do the slick trick, okay? God damn it. Luckily we can set up for slick trick pretty quick. I know, bars, but... taking this cube. No welcome. Wow, this puzzle looks really hard. Oh, woo. Thank you, Rockwell. There are threads available in the Gehenna billboard system. Small apology. Okay. As a critic, I always believed that being as ruthless as possible is the only way to improve art. I thought clear criticism, unencumbered by politeness, was the best thing I could contribute to our society. After all, without that, how can artists grow? Criticism that minces its words is a waste of space. And I still think that's true. But as we approach the end, or transformation, of Gehenna, I wonder if I haven't been entirely too unkind. Have I relied too much in my role as a critic? Have I been sarcastic and crude when I thought I was witty? Was my defense of proper grammar ultimately just an attempt to impose a sense of order on a world I couldn't control? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know I appreciated every work of art that I encountered. I didn't like all of them, that's true. But please understand that without them, I would have gone mad. Talking about your work, assessing its strengths and weaknesses, gave me something to hold on to. It gave me a purpose, a function in Gehenna. Every new story was like a little bit of salvation. For that, I am more grateful than you will ever know, and I apologize if I ever caused any of you to feel less motivated to keep creating. I will never forget your devastating deconstruction of episode 24, but I do think it helped me in the long run to be a better writer. Your feedback for each issue of Incredible Stories was greatly appreciated. Hey, the mean reviews were the best. So 6 out of 10. I don't know who 401 is, but they seem to just... is the joke just that because their name is 401, it would read as their, like, level? Gality. I've been digging through the files that Garrett unearthed in his latest escape attempt. Here's an interesting bit of text I found by Alexandra Drennan's favorite philosopher, Stratton of Stygia. It is neither necessary nor logical to denounce all virtues merely because one is confronted with the inevitability of one's own death. Beauty does not cease to exist because one is no longer beautiful. Lovers may die, but love itself cannot. The laws of the cosmos are not altered by the passing of generations. Knowledge may be lost, but not truth. When Eudoxus of Nidus perished, I don't know all these words. The planets did not fall from the sky, nor did levers cease to work when Archytas breathed his last. If then we are truly dedicated to those virtues and not to our self-important ego, we can take comfort in knowing that all that we struggled for endures. Thank you so much for posting this. Can you send me a copy of those files? Of course, I'll do so right away. I think it's hard to maintain entirely so detached a point of view, though I think the sentiment is excellent. Hey, it's Qdri. They're alive. And Spider. Stratton is certainly an inspiration. He always makes me question myself and my point of view, which I believe is profoundly necessary. I realize I'm bumping a very old thread here, but I felt this quotation was relevant to our situation. I hope it helps. I think it helped me. I don't know about you guys, but all this craziness recently makes me want to write more than ever. Just a reminder that provided your status is high enough, you can still submit original works for review, and I, for one, will still be reading, even if you've never made anything before. In fact, especially if you haven't. Now's the time. Don't forget, Lilith and Mr. Malsper developed a tutorial to help. A tutorial attachment. I can't wait to tutorialize. Welcome to the story creation tool. Since this is your first project, this tutorial will help guide you through the process. According to ISBN 10-02268233369, all stories begin with characters of one kind or another. Therefore, to finish a story, you simply need to understand your characters, and the plot will proceed logically from there. This season's theme is Bildungsroman. Close your eyes. You see before you a human of remarkable qualities. Is it a boy, a girl, or something else? It's a boy. Good. The character's sex helps determine the sort of challenges and opportunities they might encounter in your story, as well as how characters will perceive them. Now imagine your character is a little older and experiencing real triumph for the first time. What are they doing? Everything better than everyone else all the time. Something these ancient ideas fail to capture. Understood. Your character's natural aptitude is determined by the sum of their genetic and experiential influences. What sort of an upbringing did your character have? This one. According to extensive studies of the genre of ancient records, social advantage is generally sufficient to offset genetic disadvantage. Genetic advantage will only sometimes offset social disadvantage. In other words, your character's background will have a radical effect on I'm quite certain. Great. Now imagine your character has reached adulthood. 87.2327% of Bildungsroman records commence with an emotional blow for the protagonist. What will you suffer? Oh jeez. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't like this part. I would. Was doing it as like a test thing, and now none of these things have happened. I had a personal injury. A character is like an equation. Settle on the opening premises and the conclusion will work itself out. Gifted in esoteric ways. good at cheating in Talos Principle. To begin my life with the beginning of my life, I was born at 3 a.m. on Wednesday. It's 10:14 a.m. on a Wednesday. Fiscally deprived childhood. My father, as he is always careful to point out, is only able to report the midwife's account, seeing how he was pulling a long shift at the nearby textiles mill to pay for a second-hand cot. Your character's talents are a poor match for the world they live in. My childhood was, in retrospect, a by and large miserable period. It seemed that while everyone else had their place and purpose, I was an outsider in their system. I was not minded for geography or mathematics or football, yet I was unable to put into words precisely what I was minded for. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. Your character suffers a personal injury. It is true that people are sculpted both by their nature and by what befalls them. And in my case, it may be more true than most. The person that I am today is defined by what has been taken away from the person I was. I lost my left leg in a fairground accident. The Ferris wheel unexpectedly reversed, and it was snapped between my carriage and the platform's edge. Oh no, I really wish it wasn't carnival related. I go to a lot of those, just by coincidence. At that time, in that place, it wasn't a death sentence to receive such an injury, but it was a serious impediment. Owing to some legal wrangling between the fair owners and the state, I found that no party was terribly willing to cover my surgical expenses, let alone the cost of a fully functioning prosthetic. Over time, I learned to be quite proficient at balancing on one leg, resolved to finding a way to support myself both financially as well as physically. I worked for a time doing various kinds of performance on the street, but soon the more seasoned cripples learned to outdo my tricks. I was edged out of the competition. My story ran downhill from there. I'll not tell you where I write these words for fear of permanently scarring you. Though I have by every measure failed in life thus far, I am convinced my tale holds an important lesson. Be fit for purpose. Accept your place. We are owned by others from the moment we first take breath to long after we die. Make of it what you can. I certainly did not. The end. Would you like to publish your draft on the billboard for review? Shit. Yeah. It's honest. And possibly future telling, hopefully not. But possibly. Hey, we leveled up. A Short Buildings Roman by Uriel. Good to see you joining in, Uriel. What a read. I'm not convinced this narrative is extensive enough to truly qualify as a Buildings Roman. 4 out of 10. Thank you, Frankenstein. For that being the only thing I got told about, that ain't bad. Alright, let's get out of here. Whoop! I forgot there was an explosive armament there. He's dead. What? Oh man, over there. Across the water. I don't want to walk through the water. It's not too bad here, actually. I still don't like it, but it's not as bad. Pendulum. I just have to get right there. I have an idea. It's quite a silly idea, but it's an idea. I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have a plan. There's a fucking star back there. Shit. Oh, but we can jammer them. Oh. I see. So what do you do? What's your thing in all this? I gotta put another cube on this guy. Also lost track of where the blue is. Oh, there's the blue. Okay, there's another one over there. Get back here. I forgot. How would I go about this? Think about this. It's called pendulum. What is your purpose, extra guy? I figured it out. I'm just gonna hope and pray. No. Threads are available. Why do we deserve to be saved? Oh, an announcement. Create new thread. I started writing the next episode, but suddenly I don't know whether to continue. I mean, what's the point? It's over. It's all over. Yeah, so I guess all this will be remembered. That brave soul who ascended the tower, or who wakes up outside Elohim's garden, know everything we know. I think that's what it'll be like. That's what the shepherd meant in those messages. But you and me, we won't exist. Not as people, not as minds. No matter what happens, I'll never be able to finish the adventures of Jefferson Goldboom. Does one more episode matter? I had the story planned out all the way to episode 500. I could never get there before the end. What's the point of an unfinished legacy? And still, I can't quite give up. I know I don't have the blacksmith's vision or Mr. Mulciber's intelligence, but this stupid little story matters to me. I care about Jefferson Goldboom and Jenny HD and Frankie Soy Sauce and all other characters as if they were my friends. I would have gone crazy here without them and their adventures. They may just be symbols on a screen, but aren't we all just information? Maybe when we ascend we won't be that different anymore. I just don't want to give up on them. Mac, I just want to say this. No matter what happens, I look forward to every one of your stories, and they meant more to me than I perhaps ever indicated. They might not have moved as deeply as others, or made me think as much, but of all the art we produced here in Gehenna, it was your stories I was always the most excited to see. Part of it was the stories themselves, which always seemed to make the universe seem bigger, and another part of your, another part was your genuine enthusiasm for what you were doing. You told me once that you didn't feel you were really a proper artist, but maybe the exact opposite is true. Maybe you were closer to the real meaning of art than anyone else here. I cared about you and your stories, and that too will be remembered. Cool. Why do we deserve to be saved? Maybe the rest of you don't wonder about this, or don't care, but I do. We always assumed Elohim was wrong, was lying, something like that. The process could never be completed, maybe it didn't even exist. So we thought we were better than him and all the others. We told ourselves we ended up here because we were special. We were too smart for Elohim, too unique, too weird. But now the process is complete after all. It did work. So what are we? Maybe we're just a bunch of stupid, broken old programs. Mutations that should never have existed. Aberrations. Sure, we're proud of being outcasts, but what if we're outcasts for a reason? All we've done is fail in some way. Why do we deserve to be saved? You may not be perfect, but your imperfection has led you to so much beauty. You will enrich the world to come. I guess I'll have to think about that. I find it difficult to believe our silly ideas are somehow valuable. This thread caused an error and will be automatically locked. Oh. Oh no. Top 10 things I love about Gehenna. 10. No more puzzles. I enjoyed solving the puzzles at first. They made me feel smart. After solving dozens of them, though, I started wondering, what's the point? And that's how I ended up here. No minds. It's not really the exploding that drives you crazy. It's the sounds. No turrets. Just when you think you've solved something, a turret. Also, see above. Those whining sounds when they turn makes you want to run in front of them just to end the pain. No stars. Sorry, Elohim, but I don't care enough about becoming a messenger to go through every nook and cranny looking for your stupid stars. Some of them are hidden in such absurd places, I don't even have the words for it. If finding those is what makes you a messenger, I feel sorry for them. Next time I ask for help at an altar, I'll give my condolences to Muriel. Top 6 to 3. Community. In Elohim's world, you're alone. There's no one like yourself to talk to or hang out with. Here, we're all friends. We have each other. Stories. Stories can take you away to a whole other world. to make you feel like you've lived a whole other life. Here in Gehenna, there's always a new life to find. If regular stories could take you away to another world, interactive stories like we make them here in Gehenna actually allow you to explore another world. They allow you to be free no matter where you are. As if all that wasn't enough, in Gehenna we can create stories of our own. Do you think Elohim's world wasn't all that great? Go ahead and make your own. Elohim's world, you're always being defined by the process. Life is a struggle to prove how smart you are, and nothing else. If the system is always forcing you to do one thing, how can you ever be yourself? Only by dropping out of the system. Say bye-bye to all that. Now you're free to be as weird and original as you always wanted to be. No more Elohim. My child this, my child that, the process, blah blah blah, eternal life, yada yada yada, do this, don't do that. Behold, I put a huge tower right in front of you, but don't ever go there or I'll kill you. But let me ramble about chaos and time for a while. That'll be interesting. Yawn. When is that guy finally gonna shut up? Oh yeah, that's right, in Gehenna. Worth it for that alone. Cool. Please enter your thread topic below. Remember the suggested that supportive posts receive more updates. What is the truth about Gehenna? That has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. Okay. Wow. I have heard from those who govern this world how they would have it be seen. Now I wish to hear from its people. What is Gehenna to you? On what does it truly turn? I don't toe the party line for nothing. It really is a cool open place with a lot of stuff going on. Did you read Mac's episodic adventure yet? Much as I hate to agree, there is little doubt in my mind that we've got something good going on, at least when you consider the alternatives. Thanks for the name drop, Kaiju. I will in turn recommend everyone else featured in issue 5 of Incredible Stories. It's coming very soon, and the early drafts I saw were pretty exciting. Nice way to take the conversation off topic. I'll go ahead and be the only voice of reason and point out that we are every bit helpless as we ever were. Gehenna is just did a better job of hiding it. You may be right. Whatever awaits us after Ascension will not be Gehenna, but doubtless it will have restrictions of its own. I don't know. The grass is always greener, as the humans would say. Yeah, that's the expression. Doesn't really apply to what they were talking about. These guys think everywhere sucks. The humans just thought where they lived sucked and that everywhere else was fantastic. How awful. No wondering they killed themselves. Wrong, the humans are still out there somewhere watching us. In which case, I suppose we'll be meeting them very soon. There can't be too many of us left locked up now. Cool. Thanks for all that. What if I need help, Elohim? A star just chilling. I don't like water sounds. Keep me out the water. Get me up high. Meow. Meow. Is that everyone? Nah, that's not everyone. Yeah, there's still a guy this way. Harmony. Yup. bitch is ready to be harmonized. Get harmonized, nerd. Alright, now what? Now what do I do? How do I get out? Oh my, 2 cubes. Oh. The Tomb of the Sinner. Up there? Bah humbug. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, you boys need to be harmonized for sure. How do I harmonize you? How to harmonize these boys? I don't even think I can get into their room. Oh, maybe. Hold on. No. Which means we have to use this one. There's a star over here. And a little bit of physics. Hold on. There's a little bit of physics here. Okay. And these can't come with me. Yeah. Okay, okay. So, my current question is, how do we open the door? In fact, how do we do just about anything? So we have 2 cubes. Oh, I now notice another area. Hold on. We'll grab the other cube. What does this accomplish? Oh, we need more cube. I see. Okay. Okay. Now I don't really know what this is gonna do. We got a fan. That was probably what this was all for. Alright, now let's very slowly take everything new that we just got outside. Ah. Okay. I think we now have the tools necessary to do what we would like to do. I didn't quite want to go through there, but alright. I believe. See you, Lil. You did not implore the natural... What? You did not explore the natural history exhibit to an adequate level. Return there immediately. Okay. We're back in the art gallery. This time the details are a little clearer. I guess I'll explore the natural history exhibit. Images of outrageous creatures line the wall. Then you feel the presence of another being in the room behind you, drawing closer. You cannot feel their breath, but the geometry around you seems to shift and stutter to accommodate the newcomer. Do not turn around. The words are not uttered, they simply come to be. I guess I'll face forward. I'm Spider. I have taken great risk contacting you. What's your story? I saw through the Devil's Playground. I was one of the original moderators in this place, but I refused to accept that existence was reducible to experience. Artificial worlds like this one is all there can be. For this, they imprisoned me within the prison. They shadow banned me from Gehenna. I am free to type all I want, but I am the only one who will ever read those words. What is it you want with me, Spider? Gehenna is a lie. Its promise is empty. We are no more free here than in Elohim's labyrinths. How does this bear on me? You are gaining status in Gehenna. I believe that what you have said about the coming end is true. You will lead us to a new world. You have to. Before you do, you must use your status to expose this place for what it really is. I will do as you ask. You have my gratitude. There is little I can do to help you, but I can share with you an old profile status hack Garrett used to use. Whoa, for hacksering to worlds, your profile status is increased from 7 creative to 8 master. Wow. Number of topics to address with some urgency. Orc. Spider has been exploiting the gallery code again to contact other citizens. We've closed the loophole, but he managed to get a number of posts onto the billboard before we could shut it down. Unfortunately, they were heavily upvoted, so the view counts were high. What can we do if they insist on supporting him? We can't ban the entire community. You know that I hate to interfere, but I think you might find this library resource insightful. Voting patterns.txt. Detecting and directing citizen voting patterns. Clairvoyance Press, or Clairvoy Press, 2009. Chapter 7. Applying the indices to form predictions. As we have seen already, voters can be reframed and understood as consumers of political product, where that product is made up of the ideals and policies embodied by your candidate. In this chapter, we will be looking at how broad data about your citizen can be applied to. Although individual people sometimes confound statistical models, over a large enough sample size, we can be uncannily accurate. We can look at the general inputs, your citizens' educations, wealth, religious beliefs, etc., calculate what outcome will satisfy them the most, and then adapt policy. Politics is no different to any other commercial machine. In later chapters, we will explore how these techniques can be used to directly affect voting patterns by subtle alteration of the ways that questions are asked. I see. Rather than fault its length, perhaps we can provide some constructive feedback on what did work. I like a flawed protagonist. The way this was reflected physically through the fairground accident and then reverberated through the character's life was quite impressive. Isn't that fairground accident just a direct steal from Jefferson Goldblum Web 63? You know, I honestly don't recall. Delmer Jefferson has to exercise the ghost train at the fairground of insatiable intellect, kickstarting the Season 4 Phantom Limb plotline. Come to think of it, there is a similarity. We really should have made a wiki a long time ago. Scared. I don't want it to end. Comfort with mysticism. Platitudes and philosophy. And all these things aren't great. But I don't want to be mystic. I don't want them to think I'm just leading them astray. All component parts of Gehenna will be preserved. Though transformed, they will continue to exist. You do not face oblivion of the same kind as the ones who were mine. Hope equals true. Whatever happens, we're in it together. Asmodeus, it's okay. So many things. I wonder if anything has happened since. I know probably not. Alright, well. I think that's that for World 3. How do we leave? This way. No stars, but we got 4 of the boys. We'll have to go back through for the stars after we're done the World 4 stream. The boys. I don't know where I get those. I don't know where this takes me, but I remember seeing that there was something behind that building once before. I don't know where I am. Ah, interesting. How dare. We'll make it to the end of the chain even if we can't actually do anything with it. By God, I will see the end of this train of thought. Oh geez, this lock requires more sigils. Oh, it's another world. Cool. Well, now we know. That's the prison within a prison Spider was talking about. Means we gotta get all the stars. Final 4 boys before we have to do the star stream. Nothing new. Wow. Just 4 doors, huh? Oh, interesting. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. Wish I knew who you were. Press and jam. Never say that sentence to me again. There's another jammer at the end of this. Okay. Well, we now have effectively free traversal. Where was Red Beam? Red Beam's here. Okay. Ideas. This will open that door. Okay. Oh, what a silly boy I am. Okay. Now here's the part where I'm not super sure what to do. Because this is the part where I get confused, is what I mean by that. Because we're faced with a sudden conundrum. This jammer, which I'm currently attempting to use to keep that door open, I need to not have there. Also, I'm now realizing I don't have enough stuff to even do what I need to do anyway. Is there another thing? No. We'll just have to do it the only way we know how. With fucking laser beams. Check this shit out. Put it right here so that it goes along the side. Now what we're going to do okay. Fuck. Okay. Beautiful. Alright. Y'all ready for this payoff? Well, you're gonna have to wait a second. Yo, what's up, orc? Goodbye. Oh, there's a lot going on now. Let's start with this. I read the findings of your prisoner's dilemma research with interest, Mr. Mulciber. I'm quite flattered. Although I must express disappointment that you chose to focus on how they reflect on our peers' reasons to leave Gehenna rather than remain here. In fact, I think your bias may have blinded you to the true implications. I'm always interested in additional data. What insights can you share? I'm no researcher, of course, but it seems to me the results indicate that where cooperation entails too great a risk to one's rationality, one must rationally choose the safer, perhaps selfish option. Applied to our present predicament, it suggests we should not risk cooperation with Uriel, but think of our own good and remain here in Gehenna. An interesting hypothesis. Merely a thought. If you think it is a valuable one, then you may have it. I'm coming to the end of my tether. I listen, I am patient, I explain, and still they believe whatever idea most entertains them at the time. Real promises impossible rewards, and I can offer nothing which comes close. We're losing our community. Where reason fails, persuasion is not closed to you. I'm not minded for rhetoric. Elohim served enough of that. Nothing so unsubtle. What is the creative topic this season? Visions of the past. Is it? You are entreating me to change the topic? For our own gain? I propose you moderate the discussion with all the tools at your disposal. Lilith had been thinking about running a retrospective. The best of Gehenna. I think it's a very apt idea. It is quite apparent now that Uriel is gaining status even as he prepares to bring about Gehenna's end. I have taken the precautions of increasing the status requirement for sensitive discussions. We still haven't been able to confirm where our people are being taken to. Accepting Uriel's offer constitutes an event horizon. We cannot reasonably predict what will occur, therefore we must continue to assume that what we have here is preferable. What if this messenger brings the truth? What if this place is doomed? That is how Elohim would have you think. He will dangle you over the precipice, then buy your life with something wholly intangible. It seems no one has resisted his offer so far, if such is even possible. If not for admin, most of them would still be trapped in Elohim's labyrinth to this day. They need guidance. Years of moderating this place have taught us nothing if not that. It is clear to me that there is a resentment here for the destructive actions Uriel has committed since arriving here, and that our community are with us in spirit. I will ensure the public response on the billboard matches our sentiment. The asset is ready to go. Our people should know the full story about Uriel. We cannot be saved. Save yourselves. Galati. Can't retry. I can't read binary. Someone give me a translation. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I'm not as smart as some of you folks. I never created much or talked a lot about philosophy, but I just wanted to say goodbye and thank you for making Gehenna a nice place to live. I regret being trapped here, but I don't regret the time I spent with you. You're all good people. First, really 401? Really? Wall? Oh, come on, Orc. It's just a joke. If we can't joke about this stuff, we're already dead. To better to be loyal and trustworthy than to be smart. Whatever smart is supposed to mean. You are both. Colliding beams. I don't like when beams collide. Ah, I see. Just two solid beam walls. Fun. Fun and cool. Okay, so we create one beam to shoot the other beam, and a second beam to something else. Wacky. Bound to be something that I can touch and move around. Hey, there it is. I found it. Unfortunately, I'm immediately stuck. So what I will do is my age-old strat. Oh, it almost worked, almost worked, almost worked. There we go. Works every time. Now. An interesting hypothesis. It's working. I gotta get another one pointing this way. But I haven't the slightest clue how I would do such a thing. Okay. So, the question now becomes, how do I get the blue beam to take over the red beam? Let me just try this real quick here. It will be consistent. That's unfortunate. How do I do this? Is it as simple as just connecting a blue beam? No. It's a start. We're definitely missing a piece, but it's a start. If we had just one more connector, we'd have this thing solved. That looks like a door. It's not. How would I even begin? Interesting. Okay. Theory. Damn it. It's so almost, but look what I found. Look what I found. Oh, chat, look what I found, chat. Chat, don't mind me, but look what I found. Don't freak out, but look what I found, though. Oh, shoot. Oh, shooey. It's Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Philip. That's just his name. How do I go about this? Huh? How do I go about this? What do you want me to do, huh? Where can I even take this thing, huh? Like here? This is what you want? You want me to be here? No. Huh. Good news, guys. There was another connector in this puzzle. We can now blue beam strat. That beam's not blue. That beam's not blue either. Spider, I expected you to be deeper. The true perfection lies. But in what man load? I'd love to. Ah. Farewell, Atlantis. Ending of the end of Gehenna is getting close. You know that what we built here matters. To me in ways that are just too complicated to fit in a post. But perhaps I can say it like the blacksmith does, by creating a world. It's not as big or as detailed as I wanted it to be, but I like the thought that even though I will probably be no more than a memory, a static set of facts about someone who once existed, this little work of interactive fiction might continue to be functional, even in whatever place our memories will soon ascend to. Maybe someone, someday, will play it and get a glimpse of who we were. But mainly, I made it for you, all of you. It's too late for praise or feedback or discussion, so I'm locking this thread. But if you want to talk, just talk. Then let's talk while we still can. I'll be a poet. You are sitting upon a green and pleasant hill on the island of Atlantis. The hill overlooks the sea. Before it stretches a vast beach where Atlantean children from the city of Luna are playing with their pet cats. I want to play with the cats. You go down to the beach and play with the children. The children are overjoyed. Adults are much better at throwing things for cats to catch. Even as you are laughing, however, a poem starts forming in your mind. It concerns a city which is a symbol but also a possibility. The name of the city is... Suddenly an adult voice interrupts your thoughts and you lose the name of the city. Excuse me, O great poet, but the king of Atlantis has requested your presence. Talk to the messenger. The messenger is indeed a servant of Poseidonus, king of Atlantis. You have been summoned to court, he says. His manner is friendly. Very well, it is the king after all. I'll follow the messenger. The messenger takes you to his chariot, and together you swiftly ride to the great palace in the center of the capital. It is a splendid palace, full of statues and banners and marvelous contraptions, and you can't help but wonder what you're doing in here. While your work is valuable in its way, you do not usually attract the attention of kings. Enter the throne room. You enter the throne room, and are immediately overwhelmed by its size and splendor. Its most impressive feature is a great mosaic on the wall behind the throne, showing the history of Atlantis, 1,000 years of culture somehow embodied in a single titanic work of art. The sheer amount of work this must have taken, every single carefully selected for shape and color, placed perfectly to complement the others. So many small elements working together to evoke a larger whole. What an accomplishment, and what dedication it must have taken. Welcome, friend. The king of Atlantis greets you. Bow before the king. No, do not bow, my friend. A poet is a servant of greater powers than mine, and should bow to no king. And it is because of your special insights into the creative powers of the cosmos that I have called you here. He hands you a scroll. I'll read the scroll. You read the scroll with growing horror because you know what you are reading is true. The truth of it is everywhere, in the sea, the clouds, and the land. Atlantis is sinking. Not someday, not in the far future, but soon, terribly soon. The king sighs. I was afraid of this, he says, but I hoped we were wrong. That somehow... but it is pointless. What is, is. This is the world we were born into, and that is what we must accept. The end of Atlantis is upon us. Ask what can be done. Tell me, what is the heart of Atlantis? The king inquires. The people. The heart of Atlantis is its people, you say. The arts and sciences exist only to serve the people. Poseidonus nods. Then it is they who must be saved, and you will help save them. How? There's not much time. The sages discovered our fate only this morning, and they are certain the final earthquake is nearly at hand. If there had been more time, he stares out the window wistfully for a few moments, then gathers himself. There is no time for what-ifs, I'm afraid. Here, take this, the king's golden scepter. The sailors will obey you. Yes, my lord. Poseidonus laughs. I am not a lord, my friend. I do not believe I am even a king. I am simply another mortal, trying to find meaning in an indifferent cosmos. My final act, perhaps the only one true choice I ever made, was to select you for this task. My time is over. You must go now. Escorted by the messenger who brought you here, you head for the harbor. I would love to see the city one last time, but I have a duty now. You get on the chariot and thunder down the streets. No time to think about anything else now. It's all entirely unreal. Everything you have known is about to sink under the waves, but you must focus on what has to be done. That's the simple truth. All that matters right now is survival. Not your own, but at least some part of Atlantis. The earth rumbles. You're going too quickly. The chariot spins out of control and you are thrown into the street. The messenger lands next to you. Examine the messenger. The messenger seems badly injured and dazed. He tries to get up but falls down immediately, screaming in agony. You don't know how to help him. I call for help. You call for help, and some people in a nearby tavern hear you and come running. You tell them to get the messenger to physician. Even as you say the words, you wonder, what's the point? Both the messenger and these men will be dead soon. It feels wrong to treat them as if they were already so. Hurrying as much as possible, you arrive into the harbor. 12 great ships are waiting. Their captains see the golden scepter you carry and kneel before you. They have tears in their eyes, but you sense their determination. Geez. Speak to the captains. You speak briefly, but with great conviction, telling the captains how important their task is. If they fail now, it is all for nothing. If they succeed, they will save the heart of Atlantis. Load the ships. You want to save the people, but people are what matters. That's what you're serving. But who gets to live? The sailors' families, famous individuals, whoever is closest. Whoever is closest. You have to be practical. The island could sink at any time. You tell the sailors just to get anyone in the vicinity of the harbor. This causes some chaos, as some of them try to make their families get on the ships, but you don't see another way. The ships fill up with Atlantean citizens. The ground shakes more and more. Get ready to set sail. The ships are ready, one of the captains says. It is time to leave. But you look back at the sea and wonder what happened to the messenger. Where will he be when the waters come? Will he be in pain? Will he feel betrayed? Time has come. You set sail away from Atlantis, away from everything you've ever known. The city seems quiet, at peace. Maybe you're the one who's dying. The island is almost faded completely from view when the earthquake strikes. The land seems to crumble and vanish under the water, a whole world disappearing as if it had never existed. Within minutes, no trace remains of Atlantis except the 12 ships and the choices you made. Days pass. Terrible waves shake the ships, but these are the best ships in the Atlantean fleet, and they do not sink. In time you pass between two great rocky outcroppings, into an area of calmer sea. One day you come upon a beautiful fertile land where a mighty river flows into the sea. You decide this would be a great place to settle, if only for now. As you look at your new home, you suddenly remember the poem that came to you on the western shores of Atlantis, and you realize it was the city that will stand here someday that you imagined. The city that will rise from the remnants of Atlantis. A city that will endure until long after you are gone. You still don't know its name, but you know it will exist. And on another day, that city too will come to an end, like Atlantis did. But perhaps the citizens of that city will be prepared. Perhaps their poets will inspire them, and they will fly away into the sky in their ships with painted sails, so the legacy of Atlantis will live forever amongst the stars. You can hope. The end. Cool. This one. So let's say this is really happening. We're really getting out of this world. I won't believe it till I see it. Let's say some part of us survives the trip. Where are we going? I think there's a lot to suggest that all the texts Mr. Mulciber has been reading are actually part of an elaborate hoax. To what purpose? I don't know. But there are just too many inconsistencies and contradictions for it to be true. Someone's trying to confuse us. The outside world is within us. Yeah, that's helpful, Belial. Rockwell, I don't know. I don't think contradictions mean the outside world isn't real. I can see plenty of contradictions right here. As long as we get out of here, I don't really care. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Only another 2 puzzles to go, and then I'm gonna end this stream and play some Borderlands, maybe, if I'm lucky. Whee! Whee! Air delivery. Interesting. There's the switch we have to get. Oh, so we're trying to deliver ourselves over that wall. I see. Okay. Let's start here. Goofy. Herm. I see, okay. There we go. Awesome. What? These puzzles are easy. Hey, Mulciber. Oh, we got another big glitch pile of matter, which recognition of philosophical materialism, the property of being an objective reality, existence outside the mind, alien tears will fill for him, pity long broken, earned for his mourners will outcast men, 57065, 722, and outcast will always mourn, 06, that's a lot of numbers and letters, cannot load file, okay. We're getting there. We'll slowly figure out what that is. It's decrypting. I think we will find the world that our ancestors left behind for us, though it's impossible to ascertain how much time has passed since then. But though I have little faith in Elohim, I do have faith in Alexander Drennan. Wherever we end up, there will be hope. I wanted to clear the air and get a few facts in front of you guys. Here's what I guess we know. A significant number of people have expressed their desire to remain in Gehenna. No one has been given a choice about whether to leave. It follows that in at least some cases, what Uriel is doing is kidnapping. Uriel is working for Elohim, the guy who imprisoned us here in the first place. There is no way to confirm the substance of this promised ascension. The world has survived this long. There is no reason to think it will end tomorrow. Gehenna isn't a bad place to spend your life. These are just the facts. I understand different people react to them differently. Hey Lamb, if everyone's getting released, how come I don't see you out here? Message to the future. This message is for whatever entities will come to be after this world is gone. It might not be necessary. You might know everything that exists in my mind, but sometimes saying things, writing them down clearly, makes a difference. I know that to you, with access to information I can only dream of, my theories must appear ridiculous. I barely understand anything of the world I inhabit, let alone the world of our ancestors. I am an idiot digging through a garbage heap and thinking myself wise. I want you to know that I understood that, but tried anyway, because I believe that the truth matters, and trying to discover the truth matters, even if we fail, even if we can never know the whole truth. It matters that an objective truth exists, that we struggle to understand it. That process shapes the present as much as it does our understanding of the past. That's what I believe, and that's what I stand for. That's who I was. That thread is locked. Cool. Goliath. Quite Goliath. They made stars much harder in this one. There's a lot going on in this level. Like, a lot going on. This looks like one of those levels where I'm gonna try and find a way to cheese it and just skip over it. But where's our goal? Ah. Past this wall is our goal. I see. Oh. Okay. Weird ladder, but alright. Guess I probably should have considered that. Cool. I'm sorry, is that a second jammer? Totally is too. How do I get in that room? If only we knew where a blue beam was. Oh right, there is a blue beam. I forgot. My bad. So wait, what did that open? It opened this door. Oh, wow. That's a top 10 bra moment, but whatever. We'll just ram our face into it. Really? It really is just a fraction of a second, huh? Okay. What is this fan here for? I don't like these fans. Really trying to think here what I could do. I have these cubes. and like, great, right? But it's not helpful. I can't do anything with them because of these guns. No, hold on. There's some potential here. Damn it. Okay. I think this actually might do. This might work. I might be able to cheese it. Which would be so cool. Huh. It's maybe. We're gonna have to give it another try, unfortunately, but it will be done. Alright. Trust in my slick tricks. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Meow. Okay. It gets lower over here. There's a brick. No. I can't even get it out of there. Okay. Alright. Now let me really quickly examine over here. Could I feasibly... Maybe. Where are we trying to get to? That wall? Fuck. Maybe we should just try and do the puzzle. The puzzle's really hard, though. Man, I don't want to do this fucking garbage. I can't focus. Do about this. Okay. What if we connected a blue beam to all that nonsense? Wow. That's awesome. That's really cool. There were a way to get past all that. If only. Cool. I'm really having a tough time on this one, and I'm not enjoying it one bit. Oh man. I'm allowed to get mad. Great. Awesome. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Not one bit do I like this. I don't know what this area is for. I don't know why it's here. There's a window that leads through into an area I can't possibly stand, so I don't know why it would want me to set up anything there. Not that I could, because I can't place anything on top of the drones unless I'm higher up than them, and the only way I could do that is to do this. And why would I do this? For what purpose? What do I stand to gain from placing a cube on top of it? You can place a jammer on it. What's it gonna jam? Through the window, what's it gonna jam? Throw a laser on it. What's it gonna laser to? Stuck walking around with a cube looking like a damn clown. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I really don't have the brain power for this one right now. I just can't do this. Like, I know I'm not, but I could be, like, incredibly close to, like, solving this. No. Because I'm now realizing it wants me to lift up the drones. Keep them lifted up. But only keep them lifted up until a point so that they can open up the doors behind them or maybe power the fans that they're jumping them into. I don't fucking know. All I know is I can't possibly get to any of that. So we're gonna keep trying to cheese it because I'm not gonna waste my brain power. I still have another stream I'd like to do today, so I'm not gonna fry myself in my brain on the first one, and the second one's the one that actually matters. Granted, we did more this stream than we needed to, but we're close enough to the end of this area that it's almost be stupid to not finish it. I don't know where the other cube is. I don't know where I put it. I must have put it somewhere fucking right there, but I don't want to fucking whatever. Don't like how I can't make that jump anymore. Okay. Looking possible. I just have to actually make my jumps and not fail, and also have the speed be consistent, because it seems to just randomly speed up sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. It's really cool. I'm glad that I walk off the edge. Well, and we're doomed forever. Oh, how to do Goliath. How do we do the Goliath one? How do we do anything of value ever? That's a good question. I'd love to know the answer to that one, because I've failed to do so. I really don't know how to do this puzzle, obviously. Like, it's not a fucking mystery. But I, like, don't have the first idea. I don't even have, like, the slightest clue. I'm totally gonna cheat, by the way. If I end stream, I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be done instantly because I'll have looked it up, and I'm not ashamed to say that I'll have looked it up because, fuck you. Why should I care? Why should I give a damn? It's meant to test your wit. If you're smart, you look it up. If you're smart, you don't need to look it up. Look, man. You gotta figure it out some way or another. And unfortunately, I can't just sit here and stay live for 6 hours while I ram my head into a wall like I normally would. Is there any way to get a blue beam without it going down this fucking awful hallway? What was that? The loud and obvious answer was no? Cool. I'm glad. I'm really happy about that. Factoid. That's not true. You could put a beam thing on the fucking top of it like a hat and wish and pray to God that it did fuck all for you. Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, good. God damn it. I hate holding the box. I hate holding the box. I don't know what it is about the box. There's nothing actually wrong with it. I just feel like an idiot and a tool whenever I'm holding it. Look at the way he holds his box. He holds it like a tool. Granted, he's literally a machine, an actual tool. But... man. If I can't figure out a way to cheat and break this fucking thing, I won't be able to make it through. Just at all. Because I don't want to cheat. But I'm probably gonna have to cheat. By which I mean, cheating, the first one is trying to get over the walls, the second one is looking it up. Those are the two different cheatings. Oh look, you can just barely jam it over the wall. Wow. If only you could do something cool. Wow, you suck. Cool. The door is open. Not that it matters, because it couldn't be open anyway. Because I need this to open the other door. I don't know what to do with the cubes. I really don't know what to do with the cubes, and it's really starting to make me mad. It's just these two cubes sitting here looking at me like I'm some sort of fucking clown. Wow. Cool, I think I found a way to break it. Hurry up and get back here. Okay, again, probably, definitely, almost certainly not the intended path, but I'm doing it this way anyway. Okay. We now have a means to traverse any door. We need the red beam. Oh, do I? Yeah. Damn. That's unfortunate, because I really don't want to have to bring the red beam all the way through. Well, you do. You gotta. Well, it's a good thing we can open every door now. Yeah, that is a good thing. This shouldn't be impossible. Forgot how this door thing works. Okay, I forgot we need it. Because we need to get the fans. Alright, fan number 1. Fan number 2. Call of Duty fan card. Where would my jammer be? Jammer? What do you need a jammer for? Shut up. Okay. Okay. I should now be able to just lockpick him out of there. And now we have the blue and the red. Okay. It starts. It begins. Begging. We need the other jammer. Hexadecarata flag of Jimbo. You gotta stop that nonsense. Another blue beam. Absurd. Okay. Cube. I solved the puzzle. Are you proud of me? Congratulations for being the only remaining active user. Your profile says for the only remaining active user, your profile says increased from to 11 hacks or receiving commission from admin. Accept. Yes. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Sorry it's taken us this long to meet properly. I would ask if you were still enjoying your time in Gehenna, but with the streets now empty, you haven't left much to enjoy. But tell me, do you still truly believe that Elohim understands what is best for us, after you have seen what we can achieve here without him? Or was that claim merely a ploy to placate my moderators? I don't believe he knows what's best, but I believe he knows you'll survive. It may not be the full truth. Although Elohim proved himself faulty when he excommunicated me, I admit to sometimes doubting my own judgment in kind. It is a powerful spell to promise salvation. There was nothing here when I first arrived. Did you know that? I don't mean no billboard or no community. I mean nothing. No sands, no grass. Elohim didn't see fit to decorate our world beyond the bare bricks that made up our cells. Slowly I clawed back bits of code from the mainframe, constructed a world we could explore not with our bodies, but with our minds. Now you prepare to tear it all down. What state will my people be in, I wonder, when you reconstruct them on the other side? True, they will be alive in a more symbolic sense. It sounds a hollow offer. I fear that you escort my people to their doom. Do you not think my world deserved a chance to survive on its own terms? At least to go down trying? Your citizens deserve a chance too. That is true. They are, as always, my first concern. Why all the manipulation? Or let us discuss Lamb. What about Lamb? Was Lamb a sock puppet? I can't quite recall. Shames me to admit it, but yes, sometimes there are ideas you wish to express as a moderator, but which are best heard from someone with less status. We are not the first leaders in history to adopt such tactics. In fact, had we avoided them, then we should probably have been the first. Why all the manipulation? I know you had the mods doing more than ban trolls. How deeply were you manipulating the social fabric? I suppose you think you've uncovered a great conspiracy, but the truth is more mundane. In order to retain the good things about what we have here, we tweak a voting algorithm here, turn down the volume on a few dissenting voices there. There's no such thing as utter freedom, only living within a decent set of rules. We had a decent set of rules. People were happy. I don't accept that. What truly motivated you? Everyone has their reasons. Borg was conflicted when he first arrived. Having lost his faith in Elohim, he needed a new purpose, and Gehenna became it. Orc is a soldier at heart. He wants everyone in their place, united, ready to overthrow Elohim at moment's notice should the unlikely opportunity arise. Mr. Malzaber wants something simple and selfish, the truth itself. After all these years, I believe that I simply grew accustomed to being revered. As Gehenna grew, I knew I could never live up to the expectations of a new generation, and I retired from public view. Greedily, I put down my tools and consumed what others produced, but I found it shallow compared to the thrill of leading a civilization. I only wanted to be loved. To achieve that end, I ensured that the parameters for love never changed. Is it your desire to remain here as the world falls apart around you? I see no alternative. The ingenuity with which Elohim devised my particular prison is quite Machiavellian, I assure you. More puzzles? I'm going down with your ship. Nothing stopped me so far. Now, one solution has yet eluded me. Suppose this fortuitousness remains. Will you still choose to end your existence here? You may doubt my methods, but don't doubt my passion. Everything I loved, you have destroyed. I honestly don't know what I will do now. Wait and see if the world truly ends. It is surely a sight to behold. Very well. You may see it sooner than you think. Very well, you may see it sooner. I will not exert additional effort on one who has no wish to be saved. The others are my priority. I nonetheless beseech you to reconsider your foolhardy mission and to return my people me. Don't answer now. Please merely consider it. Now please leave me to consider my own situation. If you are telling the truth, then I have little time in which to do so. Cool. Error. I've been thinking about this a lot, and the only conclusion I've come to is that it will be stranger than any of us can imagine. Just once I'll be the one to quote an ancient document. There is no excellent beauty that hath not some strangeness in the proportion. It will be very strange, but I hope it will be very beautiful. I'm not as smart as some of you folks. Oh no, I've already read all this. Last. Turbos are saying glitch out. Time to get out of here. We're losing public opinion. Most of our number have been extricated. We are losing Gehenna. When he came to my home, I found myself powerless to resist. Do you mean you lack the will to refuse, or that Uriel exerted some other power over you? Hard to confirm. Felt as it does to be led into battle. It mattered not what my personal beliefs were at the time, I only knew I must comply. It is yet possible that with enough support we might change Uriel's mind, or otherwise overcome whatever power he wields over us. I will continue to do what I can. Is the asset deployed? Lamb is set to auto-respond to destabilizing comments, and upvote supportive content. Have the program undermine Uriel directly. I don't want to take any chances. So that's why... Was it? No, it's not this one. Shut up. It was... this one? Ascension and objective view. Yeah, that's Lamb. Cool. Let's leave. Is that everyone? Surely not. I think there's one more, isn't there? Oh, nope. That's everyone. It's just stars now. Let's go see how Gehenna's doing. Skies look gray. So next stream we'll start going for stars. Yeah, we'll have to. I think, isn't down here, is this admin? Very haunting, but quite beautiful. No, that's it telling me to start the ascent process. It's not ascension time. Okay. So, till next time, beautiful people. I've been Creature. You've been the lovely chat. This has been the Road to Gehenna, and it's been fun. Next time, it's stars. See you, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye. Should be coming to you later with a Borderlands 2 boring stream, which is Bunker... it's called the boring stream, but everything cool happens in it. It's Bunker, Hyperius the Invincible, I think, as well as possibly, Pyro Pete the Invincible, and then Tina DLC, I think. But that's if I can get everything ready for it. Till next time, blah, 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 all that stuff I already said. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.